Hey, good evening. Welcome to Let's Talk. It's Monday, and on Mondays we usually do our review shows. Uh, we do review shows on the series that we're reviewing, and as well as we'll probably do reviews on some documentaries, movies. But it is always a pleasure when I have these two. These two are very close to me and very dear to me. So I'm feeling very grateful and thankful. Me and Dwayne had a very good conversation this weekend, and it has definitely been the pretext of my beautiful week. And it's funny because all three of us had a day today, you guys. So, Demarcus, I'm glad you're joining us. So, what's up, y'all? Power Book 2, Season 4, Episode 7. I'm just going to say, I'll start it off. Wow, they shocked us. They went into their bag of tricks. They really showed us that they do know how to write and get their shit together when it's time to get their shit together. Dwayne told me first that he liked the episode. He really liked the episode. Then Keisha then told me about the episode because I kept begging her to tell me. And then I watched it. I loved the episode. I loved everything in the episode. It's some funny parts in there that was very interesting. A lot of throwaway lines. Very intrigued with it. Thought it was good. Thought everything was good. I like how they're bringing everything together. It's a couple storylines I doubt they ever get to, but those are minor storylines that every show does. But I really, really enjoyed this episode, and thought it was really good. What's up, y'all?
What's going on?
You tell me, man.
Hey, I'm reading comments. We got ratings already.
Keisha, what's up, Nicole?
Um, I liked it. Sometimes I think I'll be giving it the hardest time, but no, I really liked the episode. Um, Diana on her shit. Tariq going to see his mother.
Oh, I gotta
Um,
cut you up. You didn't? Did you like that kill? The black frying pan?
oh, like ghosts. It looked like ghosts with the weight.
Similar, yes.
Similar. I mean, they always bring stuff back. I appreciated the boy in the band coming in to tell them Tariq and Brayton they fired because Brayton acted a fool. Um, I was just watching that episode when Kanan called Noma a hoe.
Mm.
Like Kane is not. He ain't really afraid. He trying to step up. Drew is like a criminal mastermind. Drew is the smartest Tahada.
That's what Dwayne said, and Dwayne has a comment directly to him. Anthony commented directly to Dwayne.
What's it?
He said Drew is a stone cold killer. That's what
Yeah,
Anthony said to you.
yeah, he is. I told y'all that last week. Don't nobody kill like Drew. He kills people in all types of fashion. Pushing people in front of buses, strangling people, stabbing people, shooting. Kid, Drew is the real killer. Lorenzo knew what he was doing. Lorenzo knew what he was doing.
I agree, Dwayne. Even he had what did he poison the people, then go in and stab them up?
Yeah, this dude, Lorenzo. And y'all know I love Kane, man. Kane can play anything. A lawyer. He done played them all. He a jack of
I
all.
like. I'm glad you. I like when they after he went to the cop house, came to the door as a cop to help them out. I like that.
That
I
Joker
mean,
been
I just
he been
really like
playing.
this episode.
What did he say? Caucasian white male, come with me.
I'm with me. Caucasian white man.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna ask y'all about a scene right in this that I thought was interesting, and it goes back to what y'all have always been telling me since we started doing Power. I thought that Monet had some nerve getting mad at Drew because he told Detective Carter everything. He saved your life. And she looked at him like, Why you telling him who the plug was?
She's terrible.
Just her whole always gotta be have everything together. And even when Carter said to her, like, you risk your family's life to protect the plug? Like, and it goes to show that Monet is a continuous behavior that she for the streets, man. Her kids is just
Let,
something that happened with it.
let me just say this: Rock is a better mother than Monet
Mm.
Mm,
because Rock owns up to like what was his name, Scrappy, and she was like, I fucked this shit up, like,
mm.
but I gotta move. Monet never takes no accountability.
None. She takes no accountability.
Who, Red?
Yeah, Red,
Yeah.
Red. Hey, listen, you guys in the chat. I'm gonna let you guys know now. I came up with a conspiracy theory. Y'all know we don't like conspiracy theories. Every once in a while, I'll say it. Dwayne may have one, Keisha may have one. I'm convinced that Carter is Ghost Brother. I'm convinced, y'all. I know it's far fetched, but I'm convinced. I'm just convinced because I just think about his behavior towards Tariq when Detective Lewis showed him the video. He didn't say, "I got you. I got him finally," because that whole video could jam Tariq up. He
Mm.
just said, she said to him, "This is the only copy." He said, "I'm gonna hold on to this." Then when they were in the house, the way he was, setting the table, he whispered to Tariq, "Welcome to the team." So I go back to episode 2 when he finally met Tariq St. Patrick. He said to Tariq, when he was talking about his father, he said, "Tariq St. Patrick, son of James St. Patrick, one of the scums of New York City." And when he got close to him, he's like, "You even smell like him." Nobody knows intimate smells like that except a lover or a sibling. Y'all know, any of y'all got brothers and sisters, you know how your brothers smell. You know how your sisters smell. You know certain scents that people have. So I just think that's just a far-fetched thrown up against the wall conspiracy. I just think that Carter is somebody from the past. I believe that Carter is Ghost Brother.
Could
But
be.
other than that, I thought the episode was great too.
I
I mean,
love
he definitely have a connection to Ghost. Now, what that is, we don't know.
I love the episode. I watched it 3 times, but then I had to stop watching it after the third time because I liked the episode so much. But on that second and third watch, I saw a couple of things that bothered me, so I didn't want
Okay.
to spoil it. You
Go
know
ahead, Wayne.
what you mean?
You said you
No,
watched the third watch.
yeah, yeah, and
What bothered you?
just little nitpicky stuff like Brayden never could get the story right. You can never get the story right. Oh, I'll be okay. Her car's around the corner. And the lady was like, wait a minute. You said you was driving her back to NYU when you got carjacked. Like, he can't get right. Joker can't get right, man. Um, I didn't like the fact that the lady had a son sleeping upstairs. Like, I just didn't understand the point of that. And Tariq and Diana trying to put the boy to sleep. Like, I just didn't get that.
So that was the one. That was the one time he did something. He left a witness. So like now, how's Carter going to be able to spin it? And they probably won't show us that, Dwayne. That'll be how like we be looking with our third eye. How Carter going to spin it, and then when they ask her son, "Well, who did you see the people that was in the house?" It was two black people, a black guy and a black girl, but it wasn't Detective Carter, who everybody should know. So it's kind of crazy how that whole scene fanned out. Like what were Tariq and Diana supposed to do? Were they supposed to kill the little boy or what? Like
No,
what were
I
we
ain't saying,
doing?
I don't even think the
First of
little boy
all,
been there. Period.
why was you still there? The lady dead now. You supposed to be getting out of here.
Yeah. Y'all want to sit
So
have a talk, a chat. Get the hell out of
yeah,
there. Hey,
and then you had time to call Tariq. He was across town. It was a
Yeah,
lot,
Nicole.
but
Braden is doing too much white stuff.
he's stupid, man. I can't stand him, man. He making me mad.
he got to get off that booger sugar.
He can't. That's what Kay said. clean up your nose.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Clean your nose.
So one of the things,
But
Dwayne,
Quentin had a conspiracy thing or whatever when he went down the road. I believe this is just me though, and I said this to Quentin. I truly believe that was Effie's last episode. I think she's just gonna disappear because she gave course correct to Braden, saying you can have it back. She wanted Kane to come home to her, and Kane stayed with Noma, and then she got a call from her mother. I think she's gonna dip off. There's only 3 episodes left. I think she's gonna dip off and go to Stanford, man.
yeah, they definitely did a no attachment, clean up her character type of thing this season with Effie, where basically, like you said, Dwayne, she could basically go off to Stanford. Basically, she told Kane when Kane tried to say, L.A. She said, I mean, Southern California. She was like, no, that's Northern California. So you could see where they took her character and basically cleaned it up and no attachments. There's no reason she was
What's
at the
left for
crib
her?
waiting for Kane.
What's left for her?
Yeah. So Demarcus said, "Who do y'all think is Effie's mother?" I don't think I'm like Dwayne. Dwayne said something to me earlier in reference to that. Dwayne, you want to tell him?
Well, it's only 3 episodes left, so I don't think they're gonna go down that road. I
Yeah.
just think they're gonna let her go off into the sunset.
You
You know,
don't think they'll ever show her mother, right?
no, I don't think.
I mean, I think they should have been explored who her family was.
And I know they brought Tate back for this episode, but part of me would feel like Tate would be like, "Nah, this too simple and clean." I don't know if this the dude that really killed my brother. Like,
I absolutely agree with that. And I wonder if the white cop, but I can't think of what his name right now,
yeah, I know who
is
you talking.
going to somehow that's going to get out
Mm-hmm.
that um because I just don't think Tate is that stupid to be believing it.
So Demarcus said he thinks that Paula is Effie's mother.
Who was
I don't.
Paula?
Paula was one that Davis was messing with. I don't think that. I think me personally, I think if they do was to show Effie's mother, it would be somebody from Ghost's past.
But let me ask you a question.
That's a whole nother area to explore
But
that they don't have enough time.
here's my question: with 3 episodes left, why would they even go down that road?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
definitely with
because like really for me, what would have been a lot more believable is if Carter would have pinned Tate's brother murder on Tariq. Like, I thought that's what he was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Just like with the Zion thing, do it make sense to go down that? Who's gonna avenge Zion's death? Like with it being Tariq, there's really nobody there, so it's really no storyline. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. Effie's mother is a random character we have yet to see. Not every character got to be connected to a previous character. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
So Keisha, did you see anything in there that you was like, you just was surprised that Kane called Noma a hoe?
Yeah, I was very surprised. Like,
He
he's
said,
sick of her.
what about what he said? Were you shocked, Dwayne, when he was like, marry me?
No, because that's her only play.
Mm,
That's her only play, else she ain't gonna be able to be there. Like, that's why she was engaged to Mecca. Mecca ain't love her. She ain't love Mecca.
mm. I thought it, like I said, I really liked the episode. I think Diana's character is really good. I think Diana is confused. I mean, she's always been confused. I'm going to be shocked with what they do with Monet. Monet's character and what goes on, like Dwayne said, and it's been proven that Drew is the guy. Drew, whether we realize or not, Drew is the one really that tries to hold the family together and
Because
not do little sneaky stuff.
his father groomed him to do it. His father knew he couldn't go with Kane. He knew it was Drew. So, he may want to tote on a bone every once in a while, but he's a killer, man. You
I
understand?
mean, they should have just Monet the, has no. It's no use for Monet. It
No.
was better when her and Kane, and she's trying to protect Kane, but her children is grown. She she should be honest.
Yeah, just like they brought the young lady in from Girlfriends at the beginning of the season, and they ain't
And
been
her
able to do a
sister.
good job with
Golden Brook.
her. Hey, they didn't even
And
really
I
do a good
mean,
job with her. It was like throwaway.
as far as Diana, I want to see what she's gonna be now that she done killed somebody.
Yeah, is she just gonna say that? Give it the efforts. Where they gonna go? Where they gonna go with Diana's character? It's like Dwayne said. It's only
No,
three more
no.
episodes. What
Three.
could you possibly do with the characters now, good or bad, in development?
Somebody
They are
big,
who they are.
somebody big gonna have to die. I'm
Yeah,
hoping they don't kill my boy Kane, but I think he's the prime one to be murked
yeah,
because I think he gonna confront. I think he gonna confront Carter because now they got that information that Carter and his crew is the dirty cops, and we're gonna see what goes on. Because
Yeah, but
Carter's
then
crazy.
Carter gonna have to deal with Drew. I think he's recognizing that Drew is a live wire.
Mhm.
yeah. But I do think the funniest thing, and he said it. He said Drew's the only one that don't, that makes sense out of this family. I think that Carter, and I know in his mind he uses and manipulates people until he gets tired of them. I think he kind of realized like I don't trust Drew, but I got to keep Drew close because he will keep me in a sense of the loop. I think he was really. I think the Monet thing, not telling him stuff, really like lets Carter know like Monet will sacrifice anybody if she don't get what she wants. She don't care about nobody, like
But
nobody.
and here's the complexity of Monet. She doesn't view it as sacrificing. She is a control freak. She thinks she protected everybody.
Yeah,
Because her thing is like when Kane came to the hospital, Diana's like, he just trying to help. And she's like, oh, well, I'm trying to protect him because he'd get killed. You didn't care when you was giving Noma information to Carter and he, her number two.
yeah,
So, I don't know. I would be okay if she dies in the next episode.
yeah. Because she basically setting up. If you give if the way Monet is moving, you need to be a little. She should have been a little bit, or can still be a little bit more direct with Kane and basically teaching him harm's way. I know most of us sort of coming attractions, and I don't want to talk about the coming attractions because the coming attractions that have you thinking one way, and the episode be totally different. But we did see something in the coming attractions that's interesting going forward. But you would think that Monet would be trying to keep Kane safe unintentionally, but she just don't. She just don't
Well, she
care.
said she told Diana she was trying to keep him safe. She said
What'd
in
you
the
say,
line.
Dwayne?
She said to Diana that she's trying to keep Listen, she did say that in this episode. She's like, I'm trying to keep him safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's not doing a good job.
She
No,
I,
doing
she's
I
her
not
just,
doing it.
Tisha is like you said, she do it her way, and it's a very selfish way.
and Kane acts the most like her out of all her children. At some point, when you're a parent, I'm a parent that got a child that act like me. At some point, I got to talk to my child in a different way for him to get it.
S
And
S
she's
S
not doing that.
S.J. Smith said this episode set the foundation for Tariq and Diana's relationship going forward. Where's it going? I understand what you're saying with the question, but for what we know, it's over. There's no going forward. There's only 3 episodes to go forward. I mean, I thought that Tariq has a very, very interesting relationship with all of the quote unquote women
Women.
that he deals with because he really do come what seem like he's sincere and he got their back. He do his little stuff with Effie, but him and Effie got a quiet loyalty. She always had his back in the long run of him getting lined up. Like she only kind of put him out there when she had to. Stole his drugs when
Oh,
she felt she had.
Effie feelings is so hurt, and he done
Oh,
got she all across her face was like he done got this bitch pregnant. Her feelings is hurt. And then Kane didn't even come back home. Child, we might not see Effie no
that's
more.
why it's perfect segue for what Dwayne is talking about. Because now we saw Effie in the
Yeah.
previews for
So
next episode, but now Effie has a more incentive to get the fuck out of there. Don't nobody know, no attachments. I'm out. Kane never came back because she know that Kane was over there gutting Noma like a fish. Last three episodes show me they are pushing Drew more. Yeah, which is interesting, right, Anthony? But they always, like Dwayne said, even though Dwayne always say Kane's the killer, but Dwayne has always said quietly, Drew is the real, more violent and more gory killer, and he's always been that way when he's been tasked to.
he got to be more.
He's a better thinker. You know, Kane is
what
impulsive.
you say, Dwayne?
Nothing. Never mind.
Because when we talk, Dwayne, for some reason you're on your tablet, right?
No, I'm on my phone.
If on your phone, opposite of your tablet, your phone has a thing that when we talk, we can't hear you, so you'll go silent. But what did you say about Drew, Dwayne?
I mean, he been through some rough stuff in his life, literally and figuratively. So he's hardened. You understand what I'm
He's
saying?
hardened.
Yeah, pain don't know him. He don't know pain.
Oh God.
You understand what I'm saying? He can push somebody into a damn bus. He stabs bugs. His heart been broken by Everett. He was in love with Gordo. His mother took Gordo out. His mother took his father from him. What else is left for this
My
man to
man
go?
John Reed, my peoples, my peoples. Drew is turned into a monster. John, he been a monster, John. John, I know you've been on that road, man. John is a good friend of mine, you guys. Safe travels when you on them highways, John. Good to see you here, man. We gotta link up. Hopefully when you
I
come back
think
home.
Drew has been a monster when his mother didn't let him pursue the type of life he wanted. So he has this inner rage that, as Dwayne said, all these lumps and bruises he done took. Now
Yeah,
that rage is right to the surface.
he don't
Yeah,
got no.
supporting gamer said, what if Kane and Noma get smoked at their wedding? Interesting twist. I
Yeah.
like that. I like
Drew ain't
that.
got no more feelings to like his sister dissed him. Like
You
he's right
know,
there for
you
everybody.
Anthony, you know that point. So is Drew thinking like Ghost? You know, Drew would be moving a little bit like Ghost when you think about it. And that I think that was the premise when this series first started was anybody could be Ghost. That's how they were kind of like creating the series. Like it was always like these little killers going around and all this. And Tariq, if you notice, you see how Tariq gave Carter that death stare. Tariq ain't feeling having Carter looped in. He's not at all. He ain't with that. Tariq is the type of person, if you notice how his character move, he wants leverage. He's like his father. He wants leverage on everybody else, but he don't want nobody to have a one up on him. So if Carter ever lets Tariq know about that tape, or if Tariq finds out about that tape, it's going to be an issue. But it's only 3 more episodes from what we know, right?
No, no,
Mm.
no.
Well, who all know the cops is dirty? Effie gonna tell.
Well, Kano.
Effie, Kane, and remember they keep mentioning IAB. So they're under investigation already. And now with Detective Lewis being off and Kamal, who was just working for them, you would think that they would be shut down. And see, we're thinking of, and I know I am, of how this can continue. But we have to be under the premise that all of this is ending. Most of these characters are ending. Uh, we're not going to see it. I
Now
wonder how
let
they're going
me
to climax the end of the last episode. What's
now
like?
Quentin, you know the episode is on. You just asked me, right? Now was it not the dumbest shit for Diana to go upstairs to that baby's room, open the door and just be staring at her?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That was a symbolic moment, Keisha, of Her not
That's the
her
dumb.
her her and Tariq, like
She
SJ said,
come
her and Tariq putting a child to bed like they were a happy
she come
couple.
from a criminal enterprise.
Thank you.
Listen, that ain't Tariq life. He knew what's that? Lisa Marie, is that her name?
Yeah,
Her father was about to be killed. He took her for ice cream. Listen, and then dropped her off and left her.
Hmm?
yeah.
So Tariq know what has to be done. So I don't even know why he upstairs looking at the little boy.
Because even Ghost, remember, Ghost never killed Holly. Ghost basically paid Holly to get the hell out of town. He didn't kill people that were close to people that he loved.
He
He would
didn't kill
basically
the Spanish girl either. When
he killed
they
Lee.
killed the boyfriend. He didn't kill her. That came back to bite him.
Anthony, Dwayne, I'm gonna let you answer this if you don't mind.
What's
Do you
up?
think Tate will find out who really killed his brother?
I don't think there's time. I just like here's the frustrating thing, folks. It was such a great episode, but they did stuff in this episode that they should have did in like episode 2 and laid groundwork. You know what I mean? Because now it's like, all right, we got 8, 9, and 10 left to go. How they wrapping up all these storylines? They
You know,
they gonna
they
do?
might give us a movie. Um,
Yeah, they could. They could.
what was that show that they gave us a movie after the
That
season ended?
wasn't a
They
documentary.
did they did that with my show, Donovan.
Yeah, Doc.
Yeah, they might have to give us like a movie to wrap up all the loose
Destroyed a
ends.
great series with that whack ass movie. But
Yeah, the movie was trash. I was so mad.
Keisha supporting gaming said Diana out here thinking she rock wearing all that black.
I don't know. That lady
So
should have
you
rung her
guys
with
that
that
know,
ponytail.
you guys in the chat that been supporting the channel, y'all know it's the middle. It's basically the half hour mark, and this is the mark. And I know I saw a couple of them, but I didn't scroll down to get to everybody's statements. But usually around this time, we do our rating. On a rating, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest, we rate each episode. I'm gonna jump out the window. This was an 8. This was a solid 8.
I'm going
This
7.
this was an 8. And I gave, now, and let me explain to people in the chat. I gave, believe it or not, I gave the very first episode of book 2 the only 10 I ever gave. This is an 8, but it's the second best episode to me in the whole book 2 universe in all 4 seasons. This was a really good episode. Like when you think about how they set the table in the first ever season, this was a good episode, you guys. I thought it was solid, so I gave it an 8. Supporting gaming gave it an 8 as well. SJ said, I don't look at this as real series finale. All they're gonna do is do another spinoff so they don't have to pay the actors more. And Stars already said there will be more spinoffs. Yeah, I agree with you 1,000%, SJ. But in what we do, I'm gonna give you an example, SJ. From what we know right now, Raising Canaan is not coming back towards the end of 2025. That's Raising Canaan. So Power Book 4 is coming the beginning of the year. So now we're in 2026 before we even talk about Origins. If they talk about more spinoffs, Origins is not a spinoff, that's a prequel. So we have to assume that these characters, like I know for me, and I'm just speak for me, and I know that these two very well. One of the things, and we started doing this during the pandemic, one of the things that hurt a lot of shows on network TV and in all was the pandemic and that strike. And when they were gone for so long, the fan base left these shows. Y'all, if y'all watch Keisha's favorite show, Down in the Valley, the pain,
Where is it?
people
Where is
tired
it?
of it. They only at season 3, and it's like y'all taking 2-year hiatus. But anyway, Anthony gave it,
All right. Well, I
excuse
didn't
my
get a chance
expression,
to share my rate yet, but if you were going with the people in the comments, that's cool.
solid 9 with a credit score 800. Nicole gave it an 8. Supporting Gamer said this really does seem like a final season at all. Said Origin is spinoff to Raising Canaan's. Yeah, Raising Canaan.
Well, if I would have rated it on the first watch, I would have given it 10. But after watching it two more additional times, I'm gonna give it a 9.5. I think it's really solid. I think it has a lot of people wondering what's next, which is what you want. Um, I give it an 8.5 because I think this is some of the things that they could have done earlier this season that they could have wrapped up by the time they got to episode 10 and not have it feel rushed. But yeah, it was a real I really enjoyed the episode.
Keisha.
I'm sticking with 7. I really liked it.
Oh damn, Keisha 7 really liked it. I
Yeah.
as Jay said, Joseph Sikora, the actor who played Tommy, said that his story isn't over after Force. And the actor who plays Tariq, Michael Rainey Jr., has hinted that his story isn't over, so they're most likely just combine their stories.
Which they could have done.
I'm just gonna say to you, S.J. That's how they get us. We still think Ghost's alive. I mean, I'm being honest. No, we've been waiting for Breeze for ever. We heard about Breeze. I mean, and that's how they continue to have to throw that bait out there for us to be interested. But we're interested in the story that's continuing, not disputing what you're saying in your opinion, because I did see that. But like, if they combine the series, like say if Tommy just mysteriously pops up episode 9 or 10 or even 8, where we going?
I
Where are we
mean,
going?
my thought was when they ended the last season, when, Noma, everybody was against him. That's when he was supposed to go to Chicago and get Uncle Tommy.
That's exactly it.
And they were
Right?
supposed to go to
So,
Chicago and regroup.
yeah, at this point, wow, he all right.
Yeah. And it's even speculation that Ghost is gonna come back. And I mean, we all those of us that have been watching the series, we all love Amari Hardwick. We want his character to be back, but at this point, what difference does it make for his character to be back? Amari Hardwick himself has said that it's some things in the work, and Dwayne has always contended that if you do Origins, you should have Amari Hardwick at least as the voiceover. Because if you have Amari Hardwick as the voiceover for Origins, it'll be really, really good. I believe. Tommy doesn't need another spinoff, and his character will end in jail or the grave. You think they will make a spinoff of the show with the Tejada family?
Good.
They could. I mean, they was interesting is when we first got introduced to the Tejada family, we thought, and I thought definitely, we were going to get more substance out of Lorenzo. They basically had Lorenzo outdated, wearing these crazy clothes, like he was institutionalized. And basically, when they brought Mecca on the scene, they basically made Lorenzo invalid. 50 Cent will have Michael Rainey narrate Origins to troll fans. Yeah. And that's another thing from the fan base. I noticed that whatever 50 and the new executive producer from Stars got going on, like they need to get it together. I think 50 treats this series like it's a hip hop beef. And it's not a hip hop beef, it's movies, it's shows, it's content. And when you tell people or
He
indirectly tell people, go ahead, Dwayne.
he pitched his shows against each other. You can
Yeah,
tell.
yeah. And when you tell people indirectly to unsubscribe to the app and only subscribe when power is on, like that's kind of disingenuous because at the end of the day, if you know anything about Stars, Stars is owned by Lionsgate. Lionsgate is the parent company that actually gave 50 $100 million on his first 10 movies when he first started acting. So he should be understanding that he's building a relationship. Most people will say, well, why is 50 acting this way? Why is Stars acting this way towards 50? And that's their best show. It's not their best show. Honestly, if you watch Stars, all the shows that they do are good. Hightown was good. What's the other show? Keisha, why I keep forgetting your show? P
But
Valley. P Valley is good. So Stars does, for lack of better words, produce good shows. Lorenzo should have been a bigger threat, and he could have taught Tariq how to fight while locked up in season two. He wouldn't learn how to
They
fight.
still should have had Tariq in some type of boxing classes. Like I I'm over it that him nor Brayton know how to fight.
they
You know,
always throw balls and stuff.
what's funny about Tariq is that they literally answered to the fans when the fans kept complaining about Tariq not driving. So then we see Tariq driving, and then we don't see him driving no more. It's weird what they do. They listen to their
Yeah, well, they ain't listening fully because I do not want to see no more sex scenes between him and Norma, Amazon.
Anya.
is it the little bad or is just the sex scene, Dwayne?
It's
He doesn't have any chemistry with her. He
uh,
had chemistry with the other three girls.
y'all know Cardoza that played for South Carolina. She played for the
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I ain't
oh,
saying nothing, but I know who you talking about.
Cardoza. She's very tall, right? He's
Hmm.
like Muggsy Bogues trying to sleep with Cardoza.
One of the things that I noticed about Tariq, and I noticed it this episode, Dwayne, when he was leaving the hospital and the scene, the way the camera scened on Tariq, right? I understand that they've made Tariq, and we've seen this character grow up literally before our eyes. Got to remember, we've seen Tariq since some of us go back to Barbershop, some of us go back to Love when he was with Common, but you've seen this actor in this series for the last 10 years, 12, 10, 11 years. He's a smaller, you could tell that he's a smaller young man. He's not getting height, he's not getting bulky. And the scene they had where he was walking out, I'm looking at him like Tariq's still a little ass boy, yo. Like,
He still looked like a teenager.
yeah, yeah.
But what is he? 21?
I guess like
Well,
22.
Brayden is older than him, and Brayden looks like a child.
Brayden looks like an ass because he is.
The point Davis said Mecca should have been the final villain instead of Noma. Noma, she does nothing for me, y'all. Nothing, like nothing. Her character to me is just null and void.
Her act so bad.
What'd you say, Dwayne?
The character is not like I like Noma the character. The actress is not a good actress.
What about the hairstyle?
I don't know what it is.
So Dwayne, so Kane walked in after Davis just got finished clapping them cheeks, as brother says.
Kane was hurt.
Yeah, that's true. Didn't Braden wrestle in school, but he can't fight? Yeah, that's the interesting thing.
At first, he was able to fight at one point.
Until he fought Zion, and Zion threw him through that wall.
But at one point, Braden was able to fight. He fought better than Tariq.
I think Kanan took his heart.
That's what it is.
Or I mean Kane. I think Kane took his heart.
Yeah, because Kane, yeah.
But I mean,
Braden for lack of better words, I remember Dwayne used to always be like, "Why is Braden there? What is he there for? Comic relief." Braden's character don't do nothing no more neither. Like, he's smart when Tariq comes to him and asks him about something. That's when Braden will use his brain with how to get rid of that product that they into. But when you think about it, it was no need to bring Braden's family into it and Ponzi scam and all that weird stuff they did. And it's like, now he on the booger sugar. The only person they got in here getting high is Braden. So, like, what is the purpose of him? I guess because Tommy even stopped getting, we don't see Tommy use drugs as much neither, even in another series. Zion is a 40-year-old from the hood. Braden can't do nothing with. Well, we know he can't do nothing with him. He shouldn't have went with Tariq to kill him because he got thrown through that wall.
he threw Tariq too.
Mm-hmm.
Petty Gibbs. I like that name. Braden is Tommy's archetype character. That's his role. Yeah, yeah, it's his archetype character, but it's like Tommy's a killer. They presented Tommy to us as a killer and was willing to kill and do anything for Ghost and was loyal to. They're definitely loyal to Tasha and the kids. But Braden
I
is
think
like,
Braden is very loyal to Tariq. Y'all ain't see him grab that knife. He was about to knife that lady in her house.
Uh-huh.
So I
again,
mean,
I saw a post where we see Diana's baby, so I think the script changed. I don't know if the script changed supporting gaming. I know a lot of times these people, what they do in their earnest to post or put something together, they will take these characters from other shows that other roles that they played that we may not even heard of, and just say, "Oh, this is a scene." Like, I just think it's
AI.
kind of, I think it's kind of cheesy when people do that and try to throw some people off. So I don't try not to mention them. Hold on, Tommy didn't fight too. Tommy didn't fight, but Tommy was a killer. He had no
Didn't
punch. You
Tommy?
remember the phrase "cancel Christmas"?
Yeah, wait a minute. Didn't Tommy fight them guys in Chicago
What guys?
when they was trying to drug him because he didn't get the approval to kill the one that was Ghost's security.
Huh? Keisha, I don't know
Y'all
what you're
don't
talking about.
y'all don't remember that episode when he went to Chicago and the lady stuck up for him and they killed the other guy.
Oh yeah, yeah, he was fighting. Yeah,
Tommy was a bouncer. He ain't afraid to fight.
Gianni said Braden will get darker in season. Supporting gaming. Don't fall for the actors hook, line, and sinker, man. The actors are selling the series, bro. They're selling you to watch it. So whatever they tell you on their IG lives and the podcast they used to have, or even these press releases, remember that they're trying to sell us the series. Tommy was always ready for conflict, though. Well, that's about it. We're gonna close the show. It's been a long day for all three of us. Any final thoughts, Keisha?
No, I'm interested to see how they gonna do these last three episodes.
Yeah. Dwayne?
I just want to wait. I want them to wait till the last episode before they kill my boy off, because I know they're gonna kill him off. But just give me till the last episode for you kill Kane.
My final thought is a good episode. Like I said, can't wait till next week. Looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to seeing how they decide to start wrapping this season up, wrapping this series up. It's the finale. They let you know in the coming attractions. Only 3 episodes left. So, with that, remember the best way to support the channel is to like, share, subscribe. Until then, see y'all. Y'all take care. Have a great night.